Hi, this is Alex Braun from howtomaths.com with another tutorial of C++ programming. First of all, I'm very sorry about last video because the sound of the first tutorial was not very nice. But if you are willing to get that video again with a good sound quality, so you can let me know by commenting. Okay, or otherwise it was a very basic tutorial. There is no need to repeat that tutorial. Okay, so let's move on uh, with our next tutorial. So today we are going to learn algorithms, how to solve problems, and difference between OOP and structured programming. So I'm not gonna pointing very vast difference between OOP and programming, because it is not really good in this stage to uh, you know to differentiate between them. It is very difficult for the beginners. Okay, so I'm not really gonna make a big difference between them. So only the basic difference I will tell you. First of all, algorithms. A step-by-step procedure to solve a certain problem is called algorithm. Okay, so there are many tricks to solve a problem. First of all, you should make your mind clear about a certain problem. Okay, and you must understand the problem. You must read the problem, and with a clear mind, you must know what you need in solving the problem. What are the requirements when you will be solving the problem, and you you should know what will be the input, and what is going to be the output, and how your output is going to be, because a programmer always know how his output is going to be. Okay, and then dividing. First we are going to dividing. If a problem is complex, means if a problem is really very big, then it's better to divide it into sub problems, and then solving each sub problems, and then combining all sub problems to make to solve the the uh, base problem, which was a real problem. For example, let's say example of a calculator. If you are making a calculator, then it's better to divide this program into subprograms like addition, subtraction, and then combining these programs to find a calculator. Genius says 50% solution of problem lies in the question, in understanding the question. So you first have to read the question again and again. Okay, even if you need to read it 10 times or even 100 times, you have to read it. Okay, this is always a good practice to clear your question first. Secondly, understand what are the requirements a person is asking you. For example, if you are making a program, then you must know what I will need in for making this program. In some condition you are very exhausted and you really need a good mind in this condition. Okay, and it is better to clear your mind, take a deep breath, and then start solving the problem. Knowing what you need. The second step for solving problem, you must be aware what you will have, what you will need. Okay, for example, if I want to solve the problem of area of circle, I will need a formula first of all. Okay, that's what I said in the first tutorial. You must have a basic knowledge of mathematic rules, and you must remember the basic mathematic rules for solving the problems and making to be a good programmer. The area of circle is area equal to pi r square. Okay, So the value of pi is constant, which is 3.142, but we need r. Okay, the r is a variable which may be changed. For a certain circle it might be 1, or for some circle it might be 2, some 1.5, 1.8, 1.9, whatever it is, it may be changed. But you will need the area as a user input. Okay, so a problem is solved like this when you have a basic formula and you know what will be the input from the user, and this is what you need in solving a certain problem. Pseudocode, making a solution on paper. That's I will come on later on. A programmer will always know what will be the output of this program. When you are not getting your desired output, it means there is something wrong in the program. Even you know the output pattern of the program. For example, if I want to print a matrix on a screen, my output should be like this. Okay, uh, that's the change of color, otherwise it is a 3 by 3 matrix. So even a programmer know how the pattern of his output will be. So it will be not like this, because a matrix cannot be like this. Okay, that's wrong. Generally, C++ programming is divided into two types. One is OOD, which is object oriented designing, and other is OOP. From my personal experience, what I also told in the beginning of this tutorial, that the difference between OOP and structured programming is not really told in the beginning, and that's why I just will say that C++ programming is generally divided into two types. One is OOP and one is OOD, and we will perfect our OOD programming before moving on to OOP, and you will be very you will get everything when you will be in OOP programming, because that is something different. And if you have learned C language before, or any other language before, then you will have many concepts already cleared in this coming tutorials. Okay, let's do some examples. First of all, we let's find the parameter of rectangle. Okay, so you must be clear while finding the parameter of rectangle. So first step was what you will need: the formula. Okay, and the formula, this is the formula for the area parameter of rectangle. So 2 is a constant here. Okay, height and length will be the input by the user. So let's make the pseudocode of this, because we know what are the requirements. First step is always start in pseudocode. Second step is the formula. Let's copy that one. Okay, then you know when you are seeing the formula that you will need height and length while solving the problem, and that in the third step and fourth step you are taking from user. Okay, and you can again write the formula here. So now the parameter is has been computed actually, because these from till this step the value of height and lengths are unknown, and from this step the value of height and length are known, so the perimeter is calculated, and then finally output para, and the last step is always stop. Okay, this is the pseudocode for calculating the parameter of rectangle. Okay, similarly you can finding the power of a certain number. So what is the assignment? The assignment is to make a pseudocode for finding the area of triangle, and definitely you need a formula for the area of a triangle, and if you don't know you can actually google it. So it's pretty simple. Thanks for watching. Comment and subscribe, and must visit our website www.howtomaths.com, and for any query you can email me, uh, that is howtomaths@gmail.com. Thanks.